And welcome back here to the Ed Sungerstead Rink here in the campus of Augsburg University in Minneapolis. It is crossover weekend, Stout and our Augies of Augsburg. We apologize, but Microsoft decided to reboot our computer just as we were ready to start the hockey game. We're 10 minutes into this first period, and the Blue Devils lead by a score of 1-0. Stout coming in with a record of no wins, 3 losses, and a 1 tie. Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Orchard. Boys, the Augies. This broadcast a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, Devonics Pizza, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Jimmy John's, 360 Wow Inc., Memory Lanes Corner Bar, and Courtyard Marriott, Minneapolis. Meanwhile, the Augies coming in with a record of 4 wins and no losses on the season. Jack Robo between the pipe for the Augies, the freshman out of Shattuck St. Mary's, to give up that goal, his 3rd of the season. That goal was scored by Vladislav Sorokin out of St. Petersburg, Russia. And on the assist, Connor Chambers from Pequot Lakes, Minnesota, there in the Brainerd area. 2nd assist went to Logan Nelson out of STMA, St. Michael, Albertville. Shots on goal, 3-3 first period. The Augies have killed off a couple of different penalties so far in this first period. Last time these two teams met, overtime at the Dunn County Arena last year. Tommy Carey scoring in the about 4 minutes into the overtime to give the Augies a 3-2 lead. This is the only game involving the MIAC tonight. Tomorrow night we have a full slate of games. St. Mary's at Concordia, St. Thomas at St. Olaf, Northland is at Bethel, River Falls at Hamlin, Gold Clare at Gustavus, Stevens Point is at St. John's. And we have a penalty be called against UW-Stout. That's their first penalty of the hockey game. We've got a busy night to follow along. The Augie ladies taking on Stevens Point over at St. Thomas. Augie women's basketball team taking on Northwestern across the hall. Augie's on the power play. We'll get back with the penalty here in just a bit.
Penalty has been assessed to Stout's number 9, Evan Butcher. 2 minutes for interference. Butcher, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 11:06.
And for head coach Chris Brown, the power play in it. He's got Patrick O'Connor at 1 point. Michael Redmond at the other point. Up front, Martinson, Goodmanson, and Gavin Holland. Face off to the left. The goaltender, Evan Bissick. He's a young man out of Jordan, played for the Hubmen. And the Augies hold the offensive zone. Gavin Holland in the far corner. Augies trailing 1-0 from the point. Rink wide for O'Connor. Down the wing for Martinson. Back to Patrick. For Redmond, top of the circle. Goes down low in the corner. Gets a return pass as they play catch around the perimeter of that box. Patrick O'Connor, bad angle shot, and it deflected high in the air to the far side boards. Comes up top to the point. Down the wing far side. This time it's Redmond for O'Connor. Up top shot. And that hit sticks out in front of the goaltender. Minute to go on the Augie power play, trailing 1-0. As off that left wing is Redmond. There's a shot, and that is deflected up over the net. And out of play, Kirsten Gavin Holland took that shot. 18, not 16. You know what you're sharing company here again tonight. We apologize. Microsoft threw us a curveball here at the very start of the hockey game. So you missed the first 10 minutes. Tommy Carey, Austin Donovan, Fritz Belisle out there. John O'Connor and Eric Palmquist on the ice. Oversee goes left wing far side for Belisle. Into the slot for Tommy Carey. Back to the point for O'Connor. Loose puck picked up by the Blue Devils, and they set it all the way back down the ice. Again, 3-3 shots and goal. Penalties are 2-1. Augies have taken 2. The Blue Devils have taken 1. Belisle into the offensive zone. Our first recruit out of Roseville. He's after the puck. Against back behind the Blue Devil net. Picked up and cleared all the way down the ice. From the defense, Connor Chambers. Actually needs out of Pequot Lakes. Augies have time for maybe one more rush as here comes the quarterback. John O'Connor goes right wing for Donovan. Austin into the offensive zone. Austin, our sophomore out of Rosemont. Donovan does a 180 at the half wall. On his back end. Plays it back to the point, and it's deflected and out to center ice. Augies have to go back. They cough it up in their own zone. As in on the forecheck, there's Lucas Carroll out of East Bethel. From St. Francis seats, I'm guessing. As the Blue Devils are at full strength. And Blue Devils have it in the offensive zone. There's Lucas Carroll, junior out of East Bethel. Back behind that, played up along the left wing far side for Lucas Kosianski, sophomore defenseman out of Manchester, Connecticut. Back in the stout zone. Back they come, right to left, leading 1-0 for Carroll. He'll backhand it in to the Augie zone and head for a line change. Logan Nelson out of STMA. Adam Kreisel out of Eagle River. And Hunter Anderson out of Savage, Minnesota. In on the forecheck is Lakomiak. He's taking hard into that back wall. Jared, our first-year player out of Eden Prairie. Puck comes loose to the line and out to center ice. Semi-breakaway coming back. Adam Kreisel in on goal. Backhand shot. Oh, and a save by Jack Robo. He'll hold on and get a whistle. Jack Robo, the hero of our win against Hamlin the other night. Augie sweeping Hamlin. And Jack Robo finished off the proceedings. That 5-2 win at Trian with an empty net goal from 200 feet away. Highlight of the evening. Face out to left of Jack Robo. Jack out of Bloomington played his high school hockey at Shattuck St. Mary's. Played for Homa in the USHL. Played for the Wilners. The Magicians in the North American Hockey League. Long lead pass too far for JB. And the puck up along the far side board. There's Benny Henderson. Can't hold his own. And the Augies have to go back, or the Blue Devils come back, and they will dump it back into the offensive zone. Sent in by Evan Butcher. He's from Anchorage, Alaska. He's a junior. From the point, there's a shot. Stick save there by Roble. Shot taken by the goal scorer, Cobe Keller, from Mosinee, Wisconsin. Correction, Cobe did not get that assist. It was 18, not 28. Logan Nelson got the assist on the only goal of this hockey game right now. Back in the far corner. And the Blue Devils will hold it in. Blue Devils last year in the WIAC went 6-2 in conference, 13-12-1 overall for Stevens Point atop the WIAC. And, of course, the national champions undefeated. Augies on the forecheck offensive zone. Puck in the near face-off circle. Picked up by Palmquist. Turns and fires. Hits bodies out front. And carried back the other way by Landon Lashenko out of Chisago City. Chisago Lakes High School. About three brothers. There's a shot off the way. Austin Martinson. Marty goes low. Punt just inside the iron. And the Augies have tied it up at 1-1. Time of the goal will be 5:22. Austin Martinson picking up his sixth goal of the year. And he scored in all 4 games so far for the Augies. So 1-1 at the time of the goal will get the assist on this one. Austin Martinson, our junior out of Farmington, Minnesota. Down to cut it back into his own zone. OC from center ice will send it into the offensive zone just wide of the goal. Bissick out the plate off into the near corner. There's Gavin Holland on the forecheck. Loose puck at the wall. Martinson goes up top. OC with a shot. Pad save there by Bissick. And the rebound swept away and out to center ice. Patrick gets everybody on side. Goodmanson ahead for Gavin Holland. 1-on-3. Gavin into the offensive zone. Here we go.
At 15-22, his 5th goal of the season, number 20, Austin Martinson. Assist goes to number 24, Grant Reichenbacher, and number 5, Lucas Nielski.
All right, Lucas getting the assist on the tying goal. Augies have come back to put the last 3 shots on goal of this first period. Here in Richard Sharon Company, Glenn Thompson is my cameraman here tonight. We got basketball, Charlie Beatty. He's across the way. Augie ladies, their home opener against North Washington. Got a win over Superior here the other night. Off the face-up, Augies controlled and from neutral ice. Send to the offensive zone by Matt Nels. Puck in the near corner. 4-man tap. Comes loose. Back over the net. Off of the far corner for Donovan. Austin is pinned to the wall there by Jack Cernahouse out of Hudson, Wisconsin. Played for the Raiders in the Big Rivers Conference. Here comes Stout into the offensive zone. Back to the point. It's held in by Kreisel. And he'll put it back behind the Augie net. 4-man tap. And it's dug free by Nozelski. It goes left wing for Palmquist. Eric, lead pass. A little bit too far for Dellenberg, but Austin will get to it first, so no icing. Take it hard into the boards. And out of the corner, Palmquist has it poke checked away. Against the far wall, Logan Elson sends it out to center ice. Augies have to go back, get onside. There's Matt Hines. And Matt Nails out there for the Augies. Regrouping is Alex Stuckert out of Woodbury, first-year player. Woodbury Royal. And now the puck all the way back down the ice. We're under 3 minutes to go in a 1-1 first period here from the Ed. Augies 4-0, down 0-3-1. They pick up a couple of non-conference exhibition wins. They beat St. Mary's and St. Philip in exhibition games, but then lost to Bethel, lost to Marion University, lost to St. Thomas, and lost to Gustavus. No question, they tied St. Thomas 4-4. Face-off inside the Augsburg zone. Redmond's line is out there with Henderson and Blakoviak. And the draw won by the Blue Devils from the point. There's a block to one-timer. Wide will go by Alex Bowe out of Plymouth. He's an Armstrong grad. Augies on the breakout to center ice. Blakoviak. JB into the zone coming down that left wing. Blakoviak in the corner. Drop pass, and it's loose back behind the Stout net off into the near corner. There's Blakoviak again. Backhands it up into the slot. This is cut by Benny Henderson wide. And the rebound picked up and cleared the line, but not out. There's a shot and a pad save there by Evan Bissick. Puck in the far corner and sent the Stout in. Michael Redmond, he had a goal against Hamlet the other night. Holding the offensive zone is Nozelski. Lucas does a 180, comes out front. Turns and fires from his forehand. It's wide. Rebound back behind that. There's another centering pass. And that's broken up by Alex Bowe. Puck in the near corner. Played up the boards. Charlie Parker's there. I think we're going to get a penalty against the Augies. And a little extracurricular activity after the whistle. Charlie Parker taken down. He and Evan Butcher getting into it a little bit. It might be offsetting minors, I'm not sure. Augsburg and Stevens Point over at St. Thomas. And it looks like Michael Redmond is going to go off. Yeah, it looks like he's the only one to sit in the penalty box. Now over at St. Thomas, NCAA first round action in the volleyball Central Regional. And it's 1-1, Augsburg leading the third set 23-22. Earlier today, Northwestern and St. Benedict were winners and make their way to the semifinals tomorrow at Shannon Arena. So the Augies have their third penalty of the first period, excuse me. Goodmanson will come out, kill, play a penalty kill, along with, let's see, that's Belial. Now good, Tommy Carey.
Penalty has been assessed to Augsburg's number 16, Michael Redmond. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Redmond, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 18-12.
Augie's coming back on it shorthand, 2-1. Couldn't do anything with it. Back the other way, out of the rush is Alex Nagel out of Attigo, Wisconsin. And he's a sophomore. For head coach Terry Watkins. Terry, his 35th year in Menominee, playing and coaching. He went to Cretin-Durham Hall. In fact, we're going to talk with Terry between the second and third period. Off the face-off, and the puck back inside the Augies zone from the point. It's sailed in by the Blue Devils. Alex Nagel in the near face-off circle comes out front. 1 minute to go in the period, and the Augies cleared all the way back down the ice. This penalty should leak over into the second period. And the Blue Devils are changing up their penalty killing unit, or power play unit, excuse me. And out to center ice on the walk into the zone. Here's Kobe Keller. Keller back behind the net. Lost possession. Puck up along the near side board to the point for Connor Chambers. Chambers senior out of Pequot Lakes. That's Brainerd High School. Puck back behind the Augie net. It's 1-1 with 25 seconds to go here in the first period. And behind the net, a wraparound attempt there by the Blue Devils, and Robles stops both of them. And now the Augies cleared down the ice, and that should do it. That should do it as we have just 8 seconds to go here in this first period. Again, 1-1. Taken away, coming into the zone. Here's a shot by Charlie Parker. Saved. Goodmanson. And the buzzer sounds. And we have played 20 minutes of hockey. 10 minutes that we've actually had on the air. Apologize for the technical stuff. That was Microsoft's fault. I'm sorry. Augie Game Night, courtesy of Twin City Orthopedics, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider, offering world-class services, state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. Minnesota Coaches is the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more. Order a cost to cook. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. And Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for a great meal. Devani located right across the street. Offered the amazing Auggie Men discount. Get 10% off any order. Just tell them you want the Auggie Men discount at Devani's. On the scoreboard, Augsburg has come back to win set number 3. Now leads Stevens Point 2-1 in the NCAA Central Regional quarterfinals. Scoring, first of all, for the Blue Devils, scoring at the 8:34 mark, getting his 4th goal of the year, was Vladislav Sorokin out of St. Petersburg, Russia, just a freshman. And the assist went to Connor Chambers, senior from Pequot Lakes, and number 18, Logan Nelson. And he's a sophomore from St. Michael, Albertville. Augie is scoring at 15-22 to tie it up. Austin Martin got his 5th of the year. Grant Reichenbacher got 1 assist. The second assist went to Lucas Nizgelski. Shots on goal at the end of 20 minutes. It is 7-7. And again, volleyball, it is 2-1. And now let's check out the basketball game just across the way. And Augsburg leading Northwestern 27-21. About halfway through the second quarter. Charlie Beatty has a call of that game on Channel 1 here on Augie Game Central. So we're keeping busy here. We're watching the action from St. Thomas, and we're broadcasting 2 of the games. And we'll have hockey again tomorrow night. We'll have hockey again on Saturday. In fact, we'll have 2 games for you. The women's game at 2 o'clock against Hamlin. The men's game at 7 o'clock against Eau Claire. We are between the first and second period of tonight's game between the Augies and the Blue Devils. Mentioned Augies won at Dunn County Arena last year in overtime. Tommy Carey with a game-winning goal about 4.5 minutes into the initial first overtime. I had a chance to sit down with one of the newcomers of our Augie hockey program. Let's listen in. Augie Game Night continues here from the Ed on this Thursday night. The Augies and UW-Stout in a non-conference crossover weekend. And I got a chance to introduce one of the newest members of our Augie hockey family. Hails from Sweden. He is Eric Palmquist. And I guess first question, Eric, let's talk a little bit about family back home and your background.
So I'm from the 5th biggest town in Sweden, and it's a small town compared to U.S. It's only under 50,000 people. And actually my parents are here today. They flew in yesterday, so they're watching the 2 home games this week, and then they're leaving on Sunday, so I'm really excited.
How do you pronounce your hometown?
Linköping.
I butchered that a few times.
What about brothers and sisters? Do you have some athletes in the family?
Yeah, I got a younger brother who's 17 playing junior hockey back home right now. He's a big defenseman, so it's a little bit opposite but me, but both are big players, so runs in the family.
Now, hockey in Sweden, I'm sure it's not as organized as it is here in the States, but what was your background in hockey back home?
I played hockey since I was 5 years old, and it's basically been my whole life since I started, so my dad played hockey. It just runs in the family, I guess.
And when did you leave and come across to the United States?
So this is my 3rd year in U.S. I played 2 years of juniors in the Knoll in Wisconsin, Janesville, and just a lot of fun, and got a lot of great memories from there.
How did you end up coming here to Augsburg?
I met Coach Brown after a game up in Richfield, and I talked to him, and I really liked him as a person, and the way he talked about the team, the way they played fit the way I like to play hockey. So I came here on a visit, and I fell in love. So I think this is a great fit for me and a great school to be at.
What about adapting yourself to the Twin Cities? How's that going?
It's gone well so far. Everyone's super nice to me and take care of me, so I'm in a good spot.
You had a chance to take in a Wild game?
Not yet, but I hope I can go at some point.
What about the transition from juniors here to Division III hockey? Has it been a good, smooth transition for you?
Yeah, everyone helped me out a lot, and I just say if I mess something up or do something wrong, tell me what I'm supposed to do so I can learn as fast as possible, and everyone's been great about it, so it's gone smooth so far.
Well, obviously winning cures a lot of ills, but this 4-0 start, it looks good.
Yeah, just got to press the gas pedal down and keep going.
We've got a tough week here at non-conference. Eric, you come here to the Twin Cities, you come here to Augsburg University. Did you come here with a degree or a course of study you're going to pursue over the next few years?
I'm majoring in international business. I'm not really sure what I want to do. My dream is still to become a hockey player when I grow up, so that's what I'm aiming for. But it's good to have something to fall back on because you never know what's going to happen in the future. So, playing college hockey is a perfect fit for me.
What about you and your teammates? Everybody all getting along well?
Yeah, we got a great group of guys, and everyone's super close, so it's great. It's like a big family.
Yeah, it always has been. This is my 17th year here at Augsburg. But, Eric, welcome to our Augie hockey family, and best of luck. I look forward to calling your name over the next few years.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Eric Palmquist out of Linköping, Sweden. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. And a big shout-out to Mom and Dad who are in the Twin Cities here this weekend to check out the game tonight and on Saturday night when the Augies take on 10th-ranked UW-Eau Claire. For updates and information on all Augsburg University sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with all the information on 22 Augie varsity sports. It's your online home for Augie Athletics. If it's happening in Augie Athletics, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. You can follow Augie Athletics on social media. Go to Augsburg Augies on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for all of your Augie social media. Remember to use the hashtag Augie Pride to share your love of Augie Athletics. Again, we're between periods 1 and 2 of this non-conference matchup from the Ed. And we apologize. We missed the first 10 minutes of the game due to computer issues, but Microsoft finally got their act together. We're back on the air. Take a trip down Memory Lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms to make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. And whether you're traveling for work or taking a vacation from it, the Courtyard Minneapolis downtown helps you put more play in your stay. From the gym and the pool to redesigned guest rooms and social lobby space, they've got you covered. Visit them at courtyardminneapolis.com/Augsburg. Make room for a little fun at the Courtyard. And Jimmy John's, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus, provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view their menu and hours. Hey, that's Jimmy John's. On the Augie Sports calendar, the men's basketball team opened up their season last night with a win over Northland College out of Ashland, and they won. It was a 102-54. We had 4 players in double figures. Coach Aaron Grease had a chance to use just about everybody that was suited up last night, and they looked good. Really excited about this season. Booker Copeland and company set to do battle with the best in Division III. And how are the ladies doing tonight? They beat Superior, as mentioned the other night. And we got 3 minutes to go in the half. Augsburg leading 35-24. And over at St. Thomas, we mentioned earlier today, St. Ben's was the winner, and Northwestern knocking off St. Olaf in the quarterfinals. St. Thomas will take on Dubuque in the final match today. Right now, they are in set 4. Stevens Point leading 6-4. Augies lost the first set 25-23, but came back, won set 2, and they won set 3. Tomorrow night on the Augie Sports calendar, it is MIAC Women's Hockey. And the Hamlin Pipers, the defending conference champions, will be here at the end. 7 o'clock, 6:50 my broadcast time, or at 6:45 here on Augie Game Central. Saturday, we hopefully volleyball. Augie ladies, after beating St. Thomas tomorrow night, we hope. The men's and women's cross-country teams competing in the Central Regional cross-country down in Waverly, Iowa. The women's soccer team will be in action. And let's see, they're in Chicago, if I remember right. The NCAA Division III National Playoffs. The women's hockey team will be at Hamlin on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. We'll have that game for you. The football team will be at Hamlin University at 7 o'clock. Correction, that's a change. They will be at Hamlin, that's correct, but it's a 1 o'clock game. And that, again, is at Kloss Field on the campus of Hamlin University. And the men's hockey team on Saturday night, 7 o'clock here at the end. They take on 10th ranked UW-Eau Claire. The Augie hockey team, they come in ranked number 4 in the country. So that's the story. We again apologize for the late start. Again, it's 1-1 at the end of one period of play. Stout will have a 12-second power play to start the third period. Michael Redmond is in the penalty box for just a few more seconds. You know what you're sharing, Company? You're in Augie Game Central. Third period or second period action coming up in just minutes. And welcome back to the UW-Stout rink here on our campus of Augsburg University. We're at the end of one period. It's 1-1 as Austin Martinson got his 5th goal of the season. He scored in all 5 of our games so far. And Vladislav Sorokin getting the goal, first-year player from St. Petersburg. And that's the only goal so far for the Blue Devils. Shots on goal, even at 7 apiece. The Blue Devils will have a short 12-second power play to start the second period. And they are at the half over on the other side of the wall here at Cy Melby Hall. And what was the score at halftime there? It is 41-28 in favor of the Augie girls. They're going to have a special season too. There are both of our basketball teams, both of our hockey teams, going to be very good. Augie women will get a chance to find out just how good they are when they have a home-and-home with Hamlin here tomorrow night and at Tria on Saturday afternoon. We'll have both games for you here on Augie Game Central. Our next men's broadcast again Saturday night against UW-Clare and the Blue Golds. And then we have a home-and-home with Gustavus just before Thanksgiving, home-and-home with St. Olaf after the holiday break. You can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcasts of 11 different sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal features live webcasts along with live statistics of home events. Also be able to watch and listen to archived events on demand. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu and click on the fan zone link and click the Augie Live link on game days. Good, I'm Tom Warchin, Glenn Thompson, riding shotgun tonight for Bonham the engineer. As Evan Bissick will defend the goal to our left, and Jack Roble between the pipes for our Augies. And the puck back down inside the Augie zone. Patrick clears it up along the boards. It climbs the glass up into the netting. Down there and out of play. And Terry Watkins, the head coach. And we'll talk with Terry in the second and third period. Been associated with that program for over 30 years. He's a grad of Cretin-Durham Hall. Back in '66, Terry Skripek, longtime coach, was one of his line mates. And the Augies are at full strength. And the puck into the crease. Roble was out of position. But somehow the Augie defense swatted it away. Bottled up in her own zone. John O'Connor finally picks it up. And OC off the glass and off the center ice. Overskated by Goodmanson. OC back in his own zone for Patrick. Along the right wing, a little bit too far from Martinson. And they're going to wave off icing. Goodmanson in the near corner inside the Stout zone. Martinson puts it out front. Deflected to the point. As it's held in by Matt Nels. Behind the net, Goodmanson on front shot. Oh, and just wide. Gavin Holiday was right there. Bissick was down, and Gavin put it up over the net. There was goal number 2. Didn't happen. Back the other way. Back checking is Nick Woodward to break things up. Our sophomore defenseman out of Dubuque. Lead pass, Tommy Carey into the zone, rubbed out along the boards by Kobe Keller. As Carey goes down, the puck back behind the net for Trent Olson. Out of Superior, Wisconsin. Blue Devils coming left to right, pass behind Nelson all the way back down the ice. Woodward will get to it first. Hunter Anderson in on the forecheck, far corner, Augie's zone. Here comes Holland out to center ice off the end of his stick. Picked up by the defense. Alex Bowe will send it back inside the Augsburg zone. A minute and a half to go. A minute and a half gone here in the second period. That holds the offensive zone against the near side boards. Palmquist gets it out to center ice. Thanks to Eric for visiting with us. Nice young man. Nice big young man. About 6'6". There's a shot by Tommy Carey to save by Bissick. Tommy Carey had Bissick go down. But Eric making the save. Evan making the save. Stout coming back the other way. Fanning on one. It was Hunter Anderson. Back behind the Augie net. And picked up there by Nuzelski. Lucas pulls away from the forechecker. Lucas, rink wide pass into the zone far side. Is Palmquist. And back behind the net. Our question then is Austin Dollimer. Dollimer drops it back behind the cage. Alex Stuckart for Stout. Out to center outside the right wing for Gosselin. Raphael Gosselin from Quebec City, Quebec. Far side boards, Augie's zone. Parker can't get the puck to settle on, but it's carried on into the zone by Grant Reichenbacher on the wing. Shot saved by Bissick. as Fritz Below, the one-timer from the top of the near face-off circle. And again, Evan Bissick making the same. Face-off inside the Stout zone. Stout, by the way, they've got St. John's are up at the National Hockey Center in St. Cloud to take on the Johnnies on Saturday. And there's their 7 o'clock start time. Johnnies are 1-0-2 on the season. Off the face-up in the Stout zone. Here's Patrick with a shot, and a skate saved there by Evan Bissick. Puck against the near side boards. Stout Blue Devils, of course, in the blue uniforms with the gray numerals and trim. Tied up against the wall right in front of the Zamboni door there. Augie's doing a great job on the forecheck. Loose puck. It goes around the far side. Patrick O'Connor jumps in from the point, holds his zone. Bouncing puck, far face-off circle. Behind that, center pass right off the stick of Belial. John O'Connor in the slot. He fires, save, rebound. Parker scores! Charlie Parker on the rebound. Swat it home. John O'Connor the shot. Bissick with the save. But Charlie Parker puts it in, and the Augies take a 2-1 lead. Top of the goal be 3-10. And let's see for Charlie. And that's Charlie's first goal of the year. Charlie Parker from John O'Connor at 3-10. And it's 2-1. As off the face-off, Augie's in their own zone out the center for Lukoviak. Over skates, carried on by Redmond into the offensive zone. Along the near side boards, puck freight, top of the face-off circle, near side. And Redmond back behind the side net. Out the far side door, and broken up by the Blue Devils. Nice job by Redmond doing the forecheck-in. Loose puck, Lukoviak back behind that. Again, there's Michael Redmond, avoids a check out of the near corner.
And his first goal of the season, number 29, Charlie Parker. Assist goes to number 22, John O'Connor, and number 24, Grant Reichenbacher. Parker from O'Connor.
All right, thank you, Doc. Oh, like my wireless mic is coughing up a little bit. There is Lukoviak on the forecheck. Jared back behind his own. I can't get his first name right. That's why I call him JB. It's Jared, not Jake. Not Jake. Blue Devils with the puck to the line. Nice job to hold it in. Held in by Gavin Holland. Now back the other way. Here come the Blue Devils as Chambers sends it into the offensive zone. Back for the puck behind his own end is Noselski. Lucas goes right wing far side. Stout on the forecheck. And Goodmanson coming back to help out. Gunner lost the edge and goes down. Loose puck against the far side boards. Gavin Holland plays to the line. And his poke checked away from him. Center ice, I think we're going to have a penalty or hand pass. I think a hand pass called against the Stout Blue Devils. 15-14 to go. And the second period now 2-1. Again, Charlie Parker, his first of the year from John Connors and Grant Reichenbacher. Face off to the left of Evan Bissick. Their other two goaltenders are Brendan Kitchen from Utopia, Ontario, freshman, and Brady Myers, sophomore from Rochester. Puck out at center ice, and there is Patrick. Plays it up the boards inside the stab zone. First man in on the forecheck is Dahlimer. Back behind the Blue Devil net, and golfed out to center ice. Knocked down again by Patrick. Into the zone. Here comes Begaric. Drop pass, Dahlimer. Austin at the top of the face-off circle. Poke checked away, but there's Carey to cover up. They go rink wide, weak side. Connor got it to sit down. Patrick, bad goal shot. Loose in that far face-off circle. Picked up and set away. Out to center ice by Riley Jensen. He's from Beloit, Wisconsin. Augies in their own zone. They square it up as the pass for Dahlimer tips it into the offensive zone. And Austin on the forecheck. First man behind the net and puts it out front. Nobody home for the Augies. And back forward is Nick Woodward back into his own zone. Shadowed on the forecheck there by Alex Nagel. Back out of neutral ice. Carried on by Palmquist into the offensive zone. Eric coming down that wing. Back behind the net. Wraparound attempt right through the blue. And comes to the near side board. This Woodward with a shot. And that one is wide. From the far corner, Augie doing a great job forechecking here in the second period. Shots on goal, 11-7. Breakout pass that should be a little bit too far. It is. Icing is the call against Stout. Augie Game Day at Augie Game Central, owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni. 360 Raw Inc. is the parent company to serve up-and-coming brands of the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNKIE Movie and Check Shot. Looking for a great job and a great team with great pay that is near campus. Learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowinc.com. Play underway in the Stout zone. And the breakout pass coming to center ice. It's Peter Verstegen out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And a save by Jack Robel on that far side pipe. Peter Verstegen, first-year player out of Oshkosh. Six freshmen in the lineup for head coach Terry Watkins. Also got Trevor Frischman on his coaching staff. Trevor playing for Blaine. I believe he was on one of those Bengal state tournament teams. Play inside the Augie zone and out to center ice. Redmond is tied up and taken down. Four-man tap against the wall. Poke checked away from Henderson. Coming back on his off wing is Riley Jessen into the zone as he has stood up in a nice check there by Matt Hines. Puck in that far corner. Augie zone tipped up the slot and out of the zone by Balkoviak. Out to plate. Bissick up along the near right wing. Broken up by Redmond. On the wing. Here comes JB. In on goal. Can't get a shot off. And the puck against the far side boards and sent all the way back down the ice. Goodmanson, first man back for the Augies. He lost an edge and goes down. On top of him is Lucas Carroll. Back free. Swept away by Redmond. Michaels' headman pass comes to the line. Held in by Bowe. Right out front. Robel with a first save. And then out of the near corner comes Vladislav Sorokin. He's got the Blue Devil goal. Jared Blakoviak into the offensive zone. JV with a shot, and it's wide. From the far wing, Holland to the line. Patrick with a shot. Six save by Bissick. He will hold on to get also with 12:28 to go in the second period. Shots on goal 12-9, 2-1 in favor of the Augies. Set for Augsburg and Stevens Point, 21-20. Stevens Point. Augies 4 points away from playing tomorrow night. Stevens Point 5 points away from making it go to a fifth set. And the draw won by who? The Augies. Goodmanson in that far corner. Offensive zone. Goodmanson goes back to the point. In the slot, there's JB with a shot. Or correction, John O'Connor with a shot. And Bissick with the save there. And it was out of play. Augies and Hamlin. Women's hockey tomorrow night. Augie men's and women's hockey on Saturday. Saturday afternoon from Tria. And right back here at the Ed on Saturday night. Face-off won again by the Augies. Goodmanson goes back to the point for Patrick. Patrick aboards the first forechecker, coming down the boards. Puts it right through the crease. And it's wide. And the rebound cleared back out to center ice. Martinson going back for the Augies. He's got his fifth of the year. Marty backhands it into the offensive zone. Bissick will leave it there for the defense. Puck against that back wall. There's Jack Sternhouse out of Hudson, Wisconsin. Good Raider program there on the St. Croix River. Blue Devils into the offensive zone. First man in is Kobe Keller, taken away. Sent out to center by Martinson. Goodmanson coming with Marty into the zone. 3-on-2. And then back checking, breaking that up is Keller. Right in front of the Augie bench. Goodmanson again. Down low off in the corner. There's a bad angle shot. Steered away by Bissick. Looking for John O'Connor. Stout coming left to right from center ice. Tipped into the Augsburg zone. Kobe Keller. Carried out by OC into the offensive zone for Palmquist. There's Carey out front. Shot. Oh, what a save by Bissick. Wide open was Austin Donover. And Bissick somehow slid across the crease and made the save on what would look like a wide open net. That was 3-1 right there. Back out at center ice for the Augies. Into the zone is Carey. Carey plays it down along the boards and back off into that far corner. Palmquist for the Augies. He takes a hit from Adam Cresswell. And out of the corner is Donovan. Up the boards and to the point. Held in. There's a shot taken by Matt Nels. And Bissick again with a save. Palmquist. He's ridden out of the play. Loose puck into the slot and back coming the other way. Here comes Logan Nelson into the Augie zone on the wing for Anderson. Anderson with a shot wide. And the deep rebound picked up by Palmquist. Eric coming to center ice. Gets a nice pick there from Donover. And inside the Stout zone, Blue Devils play it away to center ice. Hunter Anderson will set it into the Augsburg zone. We're just about halfway through the second game. Woodward goes left wing for Reichenbacher. Back to Nick. And this time we'll try the right wing. It comes out of the zone and out to center ice. Stuttgart back into his zone. His partner Alex Bowe. Bowe, long lead pass too far for everybody. That should be nice. It is. Ice in the call against that. And I checked the scoreboard. Stevens Point 23, Augsburg 22, set 4 from Shennick Arena. Looks like Dubuque and St. Thomas going to get a late start. Yep. Augsburg leading in the match 2-1. Face out to the right of Messick and a deflected on goal. And the Blue Devil defense covered up. And it's golfed out to center ice up into the rafters. And drove a lot to play it back behind Azuna. Swept away there, Matuszelski. Lucas sends it away to center ice. Reichenbacher's tied up. And Stout regroups back in their own zone. Bowl up the right wing. And tip pass into the zone. Coming down that right wing is Alex Nagel. Centering pass. And Belisle coming back to sweep it away. Fritz ahead for Reichenbacher. On the right wing into the zone is Charlie Parker. Charlie centering pass for Belisle. And it never got there. Back in the near face up. Circle inside the Stout zone. Right in front of the Auggie bench and out to center ice. Nozalski, or correction, that's Matt Hines out there. Hines pass off the stick of Reichenbacher. Carroll back into his own zone for Stout. Trying to get away from Charlie Parker. Charlie, good job of forechecking. Belisle will golf it in. As Bissick will make a glove save. He'll leave it there for the defense and Alex Bowe. Bowe goes right wing near side for Gosselin. And he'll send it inside the Augsburg. Patrick goes right wing. Headman pass Redmond into the offensive zone with Blakoviak. And he overskates loose to center ice. Patrick has to get everybody on side. Drops it back to his brother. And OC goes right wing. Tipped into the zone by Redmond. And cleared back out to neutral ice. OC again. Turns, heads up ice, into the zone. The captain down the right wing. He got spun around and goes down. Our other captain, Jason Kirch, is not playing tonight. Been bothered by some concussion symptoms. He played against Hamlin. Hopefully he's okay. There's a centering pass out front in front of the Stout net. And it's cleared away to the boards. Alex Bowe off the boards and out to center. Nope. Henderson on the back check to keep it in the zone. Blakoviak, top of the circle, fires. Bissick the save. Rebound, they score! Lyle the centering pass. Bissick the save. And the rebound put in by the Augies. They lead by a score of 3-1. Time of this goal will be at the 11:48 mark. And I think Michael got it. Yep, Michael Redmond will get the goal for the Augies. And for Michael, that's his third goal of the year for Redmond. The young man out of West Bloomfield, Michigan. It is 3-1. Time of the goal will be 11:48. And Blau should get the lone assist on that goal. And off the face-off inside the Stout zone against that back wall, four-man tap. Cleared away by Noah Carson. Inside of Monticello. The Magic played back to the point. And there's Woodward. He fires, and we got a whistle. Did the net come loose? Or do we have penalties, or what's the scenario? 69 shots and goal. No penalty door opening up. So I'm not sure what the infraction was. Stevens Point has come back and defeated the Augies. It is now 2 sets apiece. They're going to a fifth. Fifth set, go Augies. Blue Devils with the puck in their own zone. And played out to center ice for Martinson. Marty back into the D. Woodward, rink wide, far set for Nils. Matt into the zone.
For the Augie. 48, his third goal of the season. Number 16, Redmond. Assists go to number 11, Jared Klawiak, and number 19, Nick Woodward.
Okay. They give the assist. And the Augies, while I'm writing it down, just scored again at the 12:36 mark. 2 goals in less than a minute. I'm writing things down and look up, and the Augies are celebrating again. It is 4-1. So the Augies with an explosion here in the period as they have outshot the Blue Devils 11-2 in this period. So Stevens Point and Augsburg going 5 at St. Thomas. The winner to take on either St. Thomas or Dubuque tomorrow night at Shenneker. And the first match, St. Ben's will take on Northwestern. And I apologize. I thought I was going to be there, but we changed our broadcast schedule. And for those of you that were hoping that I would be there to broadcast the volleyball match, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. And it'll get the scoring from Doc. Yeah, it sounds like my wireless mic is kind of going on me, but looks like it needs batteries, but that's on the other side of the arena. Timeout called by Stevens Point. And the Augies have scored 3 goals here in this second period, now leading by a score of 4-1.
He's at 12:36, his second goal of the season, number 18, Gavin Holland. Assist goes to number 2, Matt. Number 19, Nick Woodward. Holland.
All right, it is Gavin Holland getting the goal with an assist from Matt Nels and a second assist from Nick Woodward. And it's 4-1 Augies. Shots and goal, 18-9. 18-9 as the Augies starting to take control of this one after a slow first period. Stout sends it into the offensive zone. First man in on the forecheck of Nelson. He is taken down. Puck to the line, but not out. Hunter Anderson with a shot. Glove save there by Jack Roble. Not on goal, but Jack made sure it stayed that way. Corner Bar is a proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics. Located in the historic Seven Corners area, the Corner Bar is the perfect place to watch the game. Eat outstanding pizza and try the almost world-famous Joey Wings. Plus plenty of screens means you won't miss a second of the action. Visit the Corner.bar to see the great deals the Corner Bar has to offer. Face off to the left of our folk hero, Jack Roble, with a goal. He hit it the other night. And a possible breakaway. Dollenberg can't get to it. Stout in their own zone. Cleared the line. Tommy Carey holds it in, runs into his own teammates. And Carey to center ice by Nagel. Correction, Jack Sternhouse. Here comes Palmquist, 2-on-1 with Dollenberg. Austin shot, and it's just wide. Oh, pretty pass from Palmquist. And Dollenberg put it just wide. Puck in the far corner inside the Augie zone. Dollenberg goes back up top to the point for OC. Plays it down the wall and back behind the Stout net. Intercepted by Tommy Carey. Carey for Palmquist out of that far corner. Eric double teamed and lost it, but there's Dollenberg. Austin walking the goal line. Out front, Carey turns, fires, and that is blocked by the traffic. And up in that corner, Augies are just buzzing. Dollenberg with a puck. Austin puts it out front, and it's swept away by Stout. Back they come left to right. 6 to go in the second period. 4-1 Augies. There's a blast from way up top by Logan Nelson. It sails up over the net. Still in the Augie zone. In that high slot, pet on the weak side wing. Noble steers that one away. And the rebound comes out front, swept away by Palmquist. Palmquist coming to center ice. And on the wing far side, center of the zone by Belisle. Well, I thought Fritz got an assist in that last goal. Stout in their own zone, puck center line and out to center ice and back in by the Augies. Stout now has had the last 3 shots in goal this period. Stout inside the Augie zone, cleared the line but not out. It's held in by Nagel. Against the near side boards, finally taken away. Transition game. And here comes Woodward. Nick into the offensive zone for Belisle. Fritz in on goal, fires, and it's swept over the net. Fritz Belisle. Nice pass from Woodward, but it sailed on him up over the glass into the netting. And we have 5:20 to go. Here in the second period, 4-1 Augies. Fifth set between Stevens Point and Augsburg. It's Stevens Point 4 and Augsburg 4. Again, that's the best of 15. In basketball, Augie girls, they're going to be so good. Leading by 19 in the third quarter, 63-42. And off the face-up, Stout zone shot, and it is wide by Nozelski. Lucas back again to the point. Here you wristed one down the slot, and it's swept away. Coming back the other way, here comes Alex Bowe into the Augie zone. And he has to take it away. Nozelski behind his own net. Lucas does a 180. Good move for Lucas. And off into the corner near side boards as Lakoviak. Jared out to center ice. Turned back by Stout. Nozelski from neutral sends it into the offensive zone. Henderson, first man into the forecheck. Redmond's out there. Blakowiak is out there. Puck against the near side boards and tipped out to neutral ice. Mizalski has to go back into a zone. Breakout pass. Blakowiak into the zone. Jared in near face-off circle. Oh, he fans on one. Blakowiak in the near corner. And he got tied up. There's a four-man scrum in the near corner in the Stout zone. Comes up along the boards and cleared, but not out. It's held in. This time held in by John O'Connor. Henderson in on the forward check. Benny is taken under the play, but clear to Goodmanson. Gunner tries to come out front and lost possession as he tried to split a double team. And the puck sent all the way back down the ice. Patrick back to his own zone. And he plays it ahead and out to center ice. Blakowiak will tip it into the offensive zone. No, he missed the tip. With under 4 minutes to go in the period, 4-1 in favor of the Augies. The Pointers out of UW-Stevens Point leading Augies 6-5 in the fifth set. 2 sets apiece, obviously. Augie ladies, they'd like a rematch with St. Thomas. They've already played them twice. The last one they went 5. It was a great match. We lost 3-2. Augie's on with the puck. His own save. John O'Connor to center ice. Leads the rush on the wing into the offensive zone. Gavin Holland walks the goal line. Out front. JB with a shot. Correction, John O'Connor with a shot. And it's up over the net. As O'Connor's backhand pass is deflected out to center. Patrick will float it right back inside the Stout zone. Picked up and cleared by Trent Olson, but not out. Augie's holding in. There's Austin Martinson on the forward check against the near side boards. Marty has a goal. Has scored in all 5 of our games. And it comes up top and sent through the slot. Tipped just wide there by Goodmanson. And now taken away by Stout. And sent out to center ice by Connor Chambers. Goodmanson ahead for Martinson. One-on-one into the zone. Oh, offside. Patrick O'Connor jumped the line as Marty was bringing it back to center ice. Offside. The call against Augsburg with 3:08 to go here in the second period. 4-1 Augies. Goals in this period. Reichenbacher gets one. Charlie Parker gets one. His first of the year. Michael Redmond gets his third of the year. And Gavin Holland got his second of the year. Off the face up in the Blue Devils zone out to center for Woodward. For Matt Nels. Nels goes right wing, too far for Dahlemer. And broken up by Stout. Right in front of the score table. 4-man type. Dahlemer for Palmquist overskated. Dahlemer into the zone, but Eric was a little slow in getting out of the offensive zone. Offside called against the Augies. You know what you're sharing company here tonight? Augie game night. Augie game central, courtesy of Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, Devonics Pizza, and Minnesota Coasters Incorporated. And off the draw from center ice, Hunter Anderson inside the Augie zone, puts it out front, and a redirect right out front by Logan Nelson. Just why? Puck against the near side boards. Anderson to hold it in. Nelson tried to put it out front, and it's broken up by the Augie defense. Dahlemer leads the rush to center for Palmquist. Into the offensive zone, down the left wing. Drop pass for Carey. And it's off the end of his stick. Puck against the near side board. Stout zone. Spun around as Dahlemer. Loose puck to center ice. Palmquist back checking to break up that transition. And an icing call against Stout with 2:11 to go. Fifth set, Augsburg 9. UW-Stevens Point 8. St. Ben's and Northwestern won earlier today. And looks like a timeout on the floor. Face off to the right of Evan Visick. And it'll be Reichenbacher out there with Belisle. And let's see who was on that point there. It was Matt Hines. There's a shot from the point. Pad saved by Visick. Picked up by the Blue Devils and sent away to center ice. Hines now back at his familiar blue line. There's Belisle. Belisle's pass up the boards and turned back by Lashenka. Atlanta from Chisago Lakes High School. Had a couple of other brothers that played hockey for Chisago Lakes. I think here comes Belisle into the offensive zone. In on goal. Drop pass slot. And it's swept away. And cleared up the right wing boards into the offensive zone is Goslin. Raphael with a shot. That's up over the net. Now Lashenko, I had a chance to broadcast the Wildcats a few times. And I think one of the Lashenkos, if not Two of them were on that state tournament team a few years ago. Was that 4 or 5 years ago? 1:31 to go, second period. 21-12 shots on goal. And that's 14-5 shots on goal for the Augies here in the second period. Augies win the faceoff. Patrick O'Connor back behind his own net. Up the boards for Henderson. Never got there to the point bowl. And he plays it down the wall. And against the near side boards, Stukert will jump into the play to hold the offensive zone. Broken up there by John O'Connor. And he takes a check and goes down and out of the corner. Stout with a puck, put it out front. Swept away there by Woodward. And he'll go rink wide far side into the zone as Henderson down that right wing. Betting with a drop pass, but nobody there. Minute to go in the second period. Patrick O'Connor gets everybody on side, sends it into the offensive zone. 4-1 Augies with a minute to go. Less than a minute to go here in the second period. Left wing pass to the line. Redmond can't get to it. And tipped away to center ice. Carried into the offensive zone by Sorokin. Ladislav Sorokin, the lone goal right now for Stout. Kilbiak brings it around the dasher boards. Comes out to center ice. And they're going to wave off icing. Yes, they are. As backboard is Trent Olson. Young man out of Superior, Wisconsin, the Yellow Jackets. Played out to neutral ice. And John O'Connor will send it into the offensive zone. And he'll go to the bench for a line change. Stout on the breakout. And out to neutral ice. Butcher, Evan Butcher into the offensive zone. He is spun around and going to sit to. Matt Nels is going to get called for a hook at the 19:53 mark. And the Augies pick up their fourth penalty of this hockey game. Stout is at just one. But again, our penalty killing unit, we've only given up one power play goal by the opposition in 4+ games. Face off to the right of Jack Rubel. He's given up just 3 goals in his 3 games. And Daniil Gerasimov, who's probably going to get the start against UW-Clare, hasn't given up a goal yet. Save percentage of almost 98%. And off the face-off, cleared but not out. There's a shot saved by Rubel. On a shot taken there by Connor Chambers. Back behind the Augie net. Buzzer sounds, and that's the end of 2 periods of play. The penalty.
Well, number 2, Matt Nels. 2 minutes for tripping.
Tripping is the call against Matt Nels. And that's the end of 40 minutes of hockey. Augies down 1-0. Have come back and scored 4 straight goals. Austin Martinson is 5th of the year at 15:22 of the first period with an assist from Grant Reichenbacher and Lukas Nizelski. At the 3:10 mark of the second period, Charlie Parker got his first of the year from John O'Connor and Grant Reichenbacher. And it was 2-1. We make it 3-1 at 11:48. Michael Redmond got his third of the year from Fritz Belisle and Jared Bulkoviak. And then at 12:36, just about 50 seconds later, and it was Gavin Holland getting his second of the year. I believe that's Gavin's second of the year. Where's my stats? And Gavin, yep, that's his second goal of the year. And on the assist, Matt Nels, and a second assist went to Nick Woodward. Shots and goals mentioned, 21-12. Augie game night here on Augie Game Central. This broadcast, courtesy of the Corner Bar, proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics, located in Minneapolis' historic 7th Corner District. The Corner Bar is the perfect place to watch the game, eat outstanding pizza, and try the world-famous Joey Wings. Plus, plenty of screens means you won't miss a second of the action. Visit the Corner Bar to see the great deals the Corner Bar has to offer. And not good news right now, 12-10 Stevens Point in that 5th set. Twin City Orthopedics proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO offers orthopedic urgent care hours at 6 convenient locations across the metro, open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. Visit them at tcomn.com to find a location nearest you. I mentioned I had a chance to visit with the head coach of the Blue Devils, Terry Watkins. And just checking down the screen, it's 12-11 Stevens Point. Augsburg is serving in that 5th set. trying to come back. You got to win by 2. And do I have it queued up? Yep, here we go. And Augie game night continues on this Thursday night. And the Augies taking on the Stout Blue Devils. And we're visiting between periods with the head coach of Stout, Terry Watkins. And Terry, how long have you been in Menominee?
35 years. 35 years with the program.
Well, I predate you by about 10 years. Early in my career, one of the first stops I made while I was broadcasting at UW River Falls was the Dunn County Arena. Natural ice. I did the games from the penalty box, so I predate you just a little bit. Terry,
I was probably playing in that game.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your team. And first of all, let's start in the nets. And what's your goaltending look like?
Well, we've got 3 of them. I'm not sure who's our starter yet. All 3 are good kids. They're all 3 a little bit different, and we've kind of been rotating them. And nobody's really stood up and said, "Hey, I want to be the starter." And that's we're 6 games in right now, and that's it's about time somebody steps up. So hopefully we get. We're going with Evan Bissick tonight, and we'll see if he's probably the hardest worker of the bunch. So we'll see how he does.
Blue line stability there, good experience there, or are you young?
We're pretty young. We've got a couple of seniors, Chambers and Olson, have both played for 4 years, or this is their 4th year. But other than that, it's basically a freshman sophomore group. So probably a little inexperienced.
And this being this early in the season, you're still experimenting with line combinations and so on?
It changes daily, unfortunately. And we're pretty young up front, and that's trying to find some combinations, some things that work, and we're happy with our kids. We're just not scoring timely goals.
And what's your take on the first few games that you played? And you mentioned scoring goals, but are you pleased with their overall effort?
Yeah, well, great. I mean, we played 2 exhibition games, won both of them, and played extremely well. And then got into the games that counted, and gone down 2-0, 4-0, 3-0, and 2-0. And so we're coming back. We haven't quit. The 4-0, we came back and made it 4-4. We were down to St. Thomas 4-2 with a minute left and made it 4-4. Went to overtime, scored 2 goals in 30 seconds. So I'm happy. We don't quit. I mean, the kids go. It's just that we need a little kickstart. We need to come out and play hard right off the bat.
I'm talking with my buddy Steve Freeman over at River Falls. He mentioned Northland moving into your conference this year.
Yep, Northland's in. We've been working on that for several years, hoping to add another team or 2 here in the next year.
Now, with those 6, would you qualify for an automatic bid, or you're still short?
You need 7 for the AQ, and if Scholastica or Finlandia jumps, which there's some talk that they're going to, if one or both of those jump, then there's a 2-year waiting period with the NCAA, but that would give us the AQ and would really help them with their travel.
I've talked to Tim here a couple weeks ago when we played St. Scholastica, and he didn't say it officially, but I think he wants to jump.
Oh, he's been living on a bus, and he's got a. You think about it. They drive past Stevens Point, which would, if he joined our league, that would be his longest trip. He drives past Stevens Point to get to his closest trip. So it doesn't make sense. We don't have an overnight this year. I played 27 games or whatever with the exhibition. We don't have an overnight, and his is overnight almost every other weekend. And they're leaving on Thursday. The kids are missing class Thursday and Friday. It's costing them a fortune, and they're getting home Sunday, early morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it's Division III athletics, and I think proximity to your opponents. And I mean, if both Finlandia and Scholastica jumps, that would give us 4 in the north and 4 in the south, give us 8 in the men and 7 in the women. We'd be in pretty good shape.
The conference itself, Stevens Point, lost anything from last year?
Well, no. Point's point. They're good. I mean, if you look at our conference, you go back 25 years. Superior had it for 5 years. Then it was us. Then it's Eau Claire. And now it's Point. River Falls has been in the mix. I mean, it's a good conference. It's a great conference, and I don't know. Point is right now is pretty darn good. So is Eau Claire.
And we're going to play them on Saturday. You mentioned 35 years of Menominee, so you've crossed paths with Brownie a few times.
Oh yeah. Yep, I certainly have. So we've run into each other a lot.
Did you play against him?
No, I'm quite a bit older. I'm in my 70s, so he's. But I grew up here in town. I grew up just across the river. Went to Cretin in St. Paul. So I've been in this building growing up, and then in college, and then I've coached against him for a number of years.
You mentioned you went to Cretin. Was Terry your coach? Terry's Scribe-Pack.
My line mate. Scribe, Mike Kurtz, Denny Roach, all those guys. Yeah, we all played together. Graduated in 1966 from Cretin, so all those guys are very good friends of mine. I actually talked to Scry yesterday.
All right, well, I graduated in 68, so I'm just a youngster. Turning 70 here in a couple weeks. Anyway, Terry, thank you very much for the talk, and best of luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Ray Watkins, our special guest here between periods. Augie Game Night continues on Augie Game Central. And welcome back to the end. We're between the periods 2 and 3. Thank to the gentleman, Terry Watkins, for a nice visit, former Cretin-Durham Hall Raider. As I come back, I don't have good news. The Augie women's volleyball team lose the first set, come back and win sets 2 and 3 to take a 2-1 lead. Stevens Point comes back and wins the fourth set. And in the fifth set, they win 16-14. And so the Augie volleyball season comes to a close, but what a great year for those ladies. And again, just the three seniors, but what three seniors we had? Jalen Rios and Megan Quam. And Emma Erie, our three seniors. Great young ladies, and are going to miss them. But we have three juniors to build around. Karina Evans and Maddie Nierengarten and Cookie Shonya. And we got some outstanding young ladies coming up. So the volleyball season comes, unfortunately, to a close. Stevens Point will take on either St. Thomas or Dubuque tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Across the way at Ernie Anderson Court, Cy Melby Hall, Augsburg has put up their 81st point out of the ball game. They're leading Northwestern 81-60. Northwestern will take on St. Kate's on Saturday afternoon. St. Kate's is one of my clients with TJ Broadcast Services. Jason Durrell will have that game on Saturday afternoon. Glenn Thompson will be the engineer for that. So you can tune that in and watch Northwestern and the Wildcats. Wildcats, I believe, are 1-1 on the season. Don Mulhern's crew. Meanwhile, I've got hockey tomorrow night with Augsburg and Hamlin women. 6:50 of broadcast time. Saturday, we'll have the rematch, the Pipers and the Augies. And that'll be a 2 o'clock face-off, 1:50 our broadcast time. Then Saturday night, number 4 against number 10. The Blue Goals out of Hob Loretta in Eau Claire coming here to the Ed to take on the Augies. 7 o'clock and 6:50 will be our broadcast time once again. So again, tough news for the Augie volleyball team. Their season comes to a close. If you have a group that requires transportation, Minnesota Coaches can provide you with safe, clean, friendly, and timely charter transportation service. No matter what size your group, no matter where your pickup or destination, visit www.minnesotacoach.com today to request a quote. Minnesota Coach, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. Feeding a group, Devonics Pizza and Hot Hoagies has you covered. Not only do they offer many catering options, but they now have group ordering. When you order online, you can pay as a group or pay individually and always order what you want. Order now at devonics.com. And take a trip down memory lane. Memory Lane's a Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. Augie's winning going away in basketball. I thought I'd pull up the stats, but it looks like the stat monitor is not working very well. I trust this. The basketball team is doing very well. Leading, what was the last I saw, 81-60 260. They're about to go 2-0. And they play, I think they play St. Scholastica early next week. Charlie Beatty will have the call of that. In fact, where's my schedule of all the upcoming events for the Augies? Well, the basketball team men are in action on the 26th. And there it is. Let's see. On Tuesday, November 19th, the women's basketball team will be hosting St. Scholastic at Cy Melby Hall. Wednesday the 20th, the men's basketball JV team will be taking on Dakota County Technical College at Cy Melby. And on Thursday, the Auggie men's basketball team, the 23rd, will be back in action. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of a third period where the Augies are leading 4-1. We'll be back in just a bit. Again, we mentioned this is a rare Thursday night game. Full slate of games coming up tomorrow night. And that includes St. Mary's at Concordia, St. Thomas at St. Olaf, Northland is at Bethel, River Falls at Hamlin, Eau Claire at Gustavus, Stevens Point at St. John's. Saturday, St. Mary's at Concordia, Eau Claire here against our Augies, St. Olaf at St. Thomas, Northland will be at Hamlin, Stout at St. John's, Stevens Point at Bethel, River Falls at Gustavus. So Stout at the National Hockey Center on Saturday. Both teams are coming back on the ice. The Augies and Matt Nils have to skate off our fourth penalty of the hockey game. And Nils in for about another minute and 54 seconds. And as the final from Cy Melby, it is Augsburg 86 and Northwestern 63. And off the draw, controlled by Stout. And they're 0 for 4 on the power play. And back for the puck is Connor Chambers, back behind his own net, one of the captains. Chambers to center ice. On the wing into the offensive zone is Evan Butcher. Butcher out of the near corner, fans on a centering pass. Back behind, Jack Rubel comes to the point. Chambers can't get to it. And he has to go back into his own zone. Left there by Evan Bissick, the junior goaltender. And again, Chambers, quarterback in the power play. Ahead for Gosselin into the offensive zone. Broken up there by John O'Connor. Patrick in the near corner. He'll send it out of the zone and all the way back down the ice. And Stout has to go back and regroup. This time an icing call against Stout as they try to break out. So first 4 hockey games for you here on Augie Game Central. Women's hockey tomorrow night, Saturday afternoon. Men's hockey on Saturday night. Basketball. Chadavedi interviewing his post-game guest there for the Augies. Augie ladies in Scholastica next Tuesday. So the basketball teams, they go 2-0 in their home openers. Face-up inside the Stout zone. Off the face-up, Carey with a shot. And that one is just wide. Puck against the far side boards. Augie doing a great job. There's Gunner, steals it. Goodmanson in on goal, backhand. Yeah, he can't pull it through. Goodmanson tried to pull it to the backhand, went off the end of his stick. Coming back to center is Cutter into the offensive zone. He's 1-on-4. He takes a hit there from Matt Hines. Puck against the far side boards and rung around the wall to the near point, and it's held in by Noel Carson. First-year defenseman out of Monticello, the Magic. And the puck against the near side boards. There's a shot, and Roble with a save off the near side boards. Gosselin with a shot. And that is the 12th save of the hockey game for Jack Roble. Shots and goal, 21-13 in favor of the Augies. And off the face-up, there's again a shot that hits traffic. Comes free to center ice. Race with the puck. Redmond trying to get to it first, but spinning away as Carson to take it away. Noah back into his own zone. Carson, the penalty killers out there. Volkoviak and Michael Redmond. Carson again back into his own zone. Stout unable to clear the neutral area. Carson behind the net, goes right wing far inside. And into the zone is Gosselin as the Augies are at full strength. Puck sent through the low crease and comes back up the wall. And from the point, spinning around and holding the offensive zone momentarily is Nagel. Here's Gavin Holland into the offensive zone. Holland, the drop pass out front. And Patrick O'Connor couldn't get to the pass. Michael Redmond with a nice feed. Patrick O'Connor off in the near corner. Back behind the net for Austin Martinson. Martinson takes care of his man. Gavin Holland against the wall. Holland has a goal. Martinson has the wall. Has a goal. Gundermanson from center ice. Gunner turns and fires it into the zone. Too far for Martinson. Marty gets to it. Martinson drop pass. Shot. Holland scores! Gavin Holland goes touchdown. And the Augies lead by a score of 5-1. Gavin Holland getting his third goal of the year. His second of the hockey game. Coming at the 2:35 mark. The sophomore out of Stillwater, Gavin Holland goes top shelf and puts it up over Bissick and is 5-1 in favor of the Augies. And the face-off at center ice. And the Augies win that face-up. Woodward plays up the wall inside the Stout zone and sent out to center ice. Woodward takes care of his man. Nails back into his own zone. Matt rings it around the near side boards.
For the Augies at 2:35. His second goal of the game, third of the season, number 18, Gavin Holland. Assist goes to number 20, Austin Martinson. Holland for Martinson, time of the goal, 2:35.
So Marty has a 2-point night. A goal and an assist. Gavin Holland, 2 goals on the hockey game. 5-1 Augies. Your 4th-ranked Augies. Have a day off to get ready for Eau Claire. Lead pass too far for Goodmanson. Back into his own zone is Alex Decker. Alex out of Woodbury, just a freshman. Back behind that, Alex Bowe. Bowe was tied up there. Four-man tap against that back wall inside the Stout zone. The referee looking on and urging everybody to please play the puck. There's Belisle to pop it free. Lyle in the corner, puck in his skates, take it away, and run around the near side board, jumping in for the point of Zazelski to hold the offensive zone up along the glass. Boy, that was out of play. They didn't call it. That was up into the netting. Puck out in the near corner, still in that down zone. There's Charlie Parker into the forward check. And there's Belisle. Reckenbacher, the other man on this line for the Augies. Here is Reckenbacher with the shot. Grant's shot is wide. And the rebound swept away from in front of the net by Vladislav Sorokin, who's got the only goal for the Blue Devils. Breakout passes center, taken away by Matt Hines, sends it right back in. Augies in that forward check, keeping the Blue Devils all bottled up in their own end. Clear the line, not out. Zazelski will hold it in. Down low in the corner for Reckenbacher. Grant puts it out front. Parker trying to knock it down with a high stick. And actually went off his shoulder from the point. Patrick, he fires. That's just wide. And the rebound up along the far side boards. And played out to center ice. That's going to deflect up over the glass into the score table. Doc, I think, had himself a catch over there. Everybody's laughing. Doc missed it. 15-13 to go. 5-1 in favor of the Augie. Down 1-0. Have scored 5 unanswered goals. Face up back inside the Stout zone. Played by Lushenko and out to center ice. Tipped into the Augies bench across the way, and that one is out of play. Augies again, Eau Claire on Saturday, and then before the holiday, they've got a home-and-home with Gustavus. And then after Thanksgiving, they got to have a home-and-home with St. Olaf. And before Christmas, we've got Aurora and Trine University here in town before we take the Christmas break. Off the face-off, Stout sends it in to the offensive zone. Robelot for a skate. Jack up along the left wing board. Palmquist out to center. A little bit too far for Carey. Back into his own zone is Turnhouse and gets it out to center ice. Nice back checking by John O'Connor to break that up. Carey in front of his zone. Net for Patrick. Patrick headman pass. Palmquist right wing. Donover back to Palmquist. Walks the wing. And a bad nickel shot. And it goes up over the net. Off that back wall and off into that far corner. Top of the face-off circle. Carey down low. Out front. Palmquist. And he couldn't get his stick cut. That was deflected on edge. And that one is up over the glass and out of play. Introducing the new Frenchie from Jimmy John's, a delicious combination of all natural salami and capicola, real provolone and salted butter on a baguette. Inspired by France, made by Jimmy John's. Grab one to go for a limited time. See jimmyjohns.com for details. Face off inside the Stout zone. There's Palmquist. Augies win the draw. In the corner for Carey. Carey takes a hip, but holds onto the puck to the point for John O'Connor. Back down low in the corner for Donover. Out the wing for Carey. Carey double team for Donover out front. On the weak side, Patrick from skate to stick out front. And a centering pass from Palmquist not there. Patrick being so selfish, it was his shot. But he fed Palmquist and Aaron couldn't get a stick on it. Carey to hold the zone. Palmquist behind the net out front. And set away by Connor Chambers off in that far corner. And sent through the crease there by Tommy Carey. Back in the near corner into the Stout zone. We might as well get our mail inside that offensive zone. We're living there. Finally back in the offensive zone, carried in by Nagel. Taken away by Palmquist. Eric into the offensive zone, looking for some help. Gets double team. Cleared away to center ice. Tipped into the Augsburg zone. Matt Nels going back. He's going to go for a line change. And here comes Henderson, Redmond, and Blakoviak. Nels pass for Benny. And that is broken up. Back into his own zone, Woodward for Henderson. Henderson backhands it into the offensive zone. First man is Michael Redmond. Redmond takes the puck away, then gets double teamed, but he manages to come out of the scrum with possession. From skate to stick, he turns, comes out front, turns, fires, saved by Bissick, rebound. And Evan Bissick. The puck was right on the goal line. The referee said no goal. Faceoff will come outside at the offensive zone. Faceoff just outside the blue line. Augie women's basketball team Now 2-0 on the season. Volleyball, St. Ben's over Eau Claire, 3-1. Northwestern over St. Nolan, 3-1. Stevens Point over the Augie, 3-2. St. Thomas and Dubuque. Coming up later. And off the face-off, Bissek again has to make a save. As the Augies have their 26th shot on goal of this hockey game. About shot the Blue Devils 2-1. Augies went into Dunn County Arena last year. They had to go overtime, but came away with a win. Tommy Carey got the game winner in OT. Face-off to the right of Bissek. And the face-off won by the Blue Devils. Puck in the near corner. Head man up the slot and out to center ice. Coming back is Adam Kessel into the offensive zone, but back checking. The Augies breaking up. There's Benny Henderson. Loose puck right out front. There's a shot that is wide. A one-timer. Whistled wide there by Lashenko. And out to center ice. Henderson into the zone for Vukovic. Jared with a shot and it's up over the net. And the puck all the way back to the point. Held in by Zelski. Lucas takes care of his man. Takes the puck away. Lucas played a great game here tonight. Now we got a whistle. We got a slashing call to be handed out. And going off for a couple of minutes is Hunter Anderson. Big 6'4" senior out of Savage. So I'm not sure where he played his high school hockey. Chanhassen or Prior Lake. Or wherever. Holy Family. Augies have their second power play opportunity of the night. And looks like Johnny Albers is coming in for the Augies. Johnny Albers, our junior out of Centennial High School, will get his first playing time here tonight. And up the face-off.
Into the goal, number 30, John Albers.
All right, thank you, Doc. Johnny Albers.
7, Hunter Anderson. 2 minutes for slashing.
So Anderson got the 2-minute monitor for slashing. Augies on the power play. Here comes Martinson. Marty in on goal. Center pass shot. And no, they're going to wave it off. Referee waved it off. Looked like right on the doorstep. There's a shot. Goodmanson almost had one. Now Bissek makes another save on Gunner. And slams the door on the Augies. Oh, we came so close to getting our power play. How have we done on power play so far this season? I think we've got 3 or 4. Got a raft of papers here in no particular order. Not the most organized man in broadcasting. Hey, the puck sent all the way back down the ice. Albers will leave it there for Patrick O'Connor. 1:15 to go in the Augie power play. Patrick quarterbacking the power play, pulls away into the zone, 3-on-2. Patrick stops into the slot, shot, and it's deflected wide. First getting to it first is Redmond, and it's poke checked away to center ice. O'Connor will get his teammates on side. Martinson back to Patrick, but he's heading to the bench. Gunnar Goodmanson has to come back and cover up, and he coughs it up in the slot to the point. There's a blast robo with a save. A little lackadaisical in our own zone. Cernahaus took that last shot. Augies back their own net. Shot cut it. The Augies going to change up lines. Here comes Dowdimer, Belisle, and Carey out there. Dowdimer on the right wing into the offensive zone. Drop pass, Palmquist. Palmquist, high slot for Chad O'Connor. OC sets up, goes left wing far side for Carey. Back to O'Connor. Palmquist on the weak side as they play catch around the perimeter of the box. Carey walks in. Carey can't get a shot off, or the shot he got off was deflected and played away to center ice and back inside the Augie zone. Coming in, short-headed. Evan Butcher put one up over the net off the glass and out to center ice. Palmquist coming back, 3-on-2 on the wing. Dowdimer back to Palmquist. Deflected out goal and Bissek with a nice clean save to hold on and get a whistle. Gavin Holland getting the only goal of the period so far. His second of the game, his third of the year, with Austin Martinson picking up yet another point, a leading point getter. Just about halfway through this third period, 5-1 in favor of the Augies. Henderson on the draw. He lost the draw. As Losheko back behind his own net, sends it all the way back down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Stout. Augsburg and Eau Claire Saturday night. Number 4 against number 10 in the country. Should be a great hockey game. And we'll have it for you beginning at 6:50. The face-off shot by Noselski through traffic, and somehow it missed the net. Scramble back behind the net. Lakoviak getting double teamed, but manages to control the puck. Gets the near side board. There's Michael Redmond. Lakoviak sets the pick to the point as Noselski has the back up. Gets everybody on side for Henderson on his off wing, but it takes a big hit. Slammed to the boards and quickly gets back up. Benny out of to Tina Grace. Here comes Redmond coming down that left wing. Back behind the Stout net. Out front, tied up is Lakoviak and swept away by the Blue Devils and passed ahead for Verstegen inside the Augie zone. Redmond trying to clear. He does up along the near right wing boards. Turned back by Stout. And finally take it away and walked out of the zone. Redmond coming back on his backhand. Michael sends it into the zone. Here comes Connor Chambers on the rush into the offensive zone for Verstegen. All gets clear again. Benny Anderson clears the neutral and heads for the bench. As we're going to change up lines, here comes Parker, Reichenbacher, and Belisle. And the puck back down into the Stout zone. They play tape to tape at the blue line. And send to the offensive zone by Gasselin. There's a shot wide of Johnny Albers. Belisle against the far side boards. And back behind the Augie net. They go right wing near side. Cleared into the slot as it was deflected. August have to regroup again. Nels finally clear to center. Tip pass for Belisle. Fritz's pass for Reichenbacher. And Reichenbacher collides with Charlie Parker. And I think one or both of them were offside. 18:24 to go. Augers are about to go 5-0. And the Stout are looking for that first win. They did win 2 exhibition games against St. Mary's and St. Olaf. 3 losses in a tie in their last 4 games. Reichenbacher and Butcher on the draw. Reichenbacher gets the draw. Patrick will send it in wide of the goal. Back behind the net is Alex Bowe. He'll golf it out to center ice. And Patrick has to go back into his own zone. Paired out there with John O'Cutter. Patrick breakout pass left wing and tipped out to center. Stout gets outside, dumped in by Keller. Cleared to neutral ice. Again, Stout back into the zone, but John O'Connor covers up back behind the cage. Leads it for Patrick in the far corner. Goes left wing for Belisle. Belisle looking for Parker. And the pass never got there right in front of the scorer's table. Patrick O'Connor sends it into the offensive zone. Stuckert ahead to center ice all the way down. As Albers will leave it there for the defense. And Noselski back in the near corner side of the Augie zone. 5-1 Augies with 7:35 to go. Marty with a pair of points here tonight, a goal and an assist. Stuckert back into his own zone. Not real aggressive on our forecheck out there. Martinson, the first man on the forecheck. There's Goodmanson, and there's Holland out there. Puck out at center ice. Into the offensive zone is Adam Kressel, and his shot is wide. Noselski again for the Augies. And Lucas off the board of center ice. Gavin Holland for Martinson. Marty into the zone, stops in the corner. Out front and tipped this one. Gavin Holland looking for the hat trick and just missed. Puck against the far side boards and to center. Holland for Martinson. Touch up everybody. Yep. And send to the offensive zone, set down by Goodmanson. Gavin Holland. And he didn't touch the puck, otherwise an offside call would have been called. Lively pulled up the stick. 6:40 to go in this one. No sense of urgency either by Stout. They're camping up back behind their own net. Now the break up out the left wing, broken up by Palmquist. Comes to center for Goodmanson. Coughs it up. Into the offensive zone is Gosselin. Gosselin on the wing. There's a shot. Pad save by Johnny Albers. And a shot taken by Noah Carson. Puck inside the Augie zone out front. And there's a shot for the high slot. Taken there by Nagel and is broken up by the Augies. Augies coming back on a 2-on-1. In on goal, Dolliver. Austin shot saved by Bissick, and he holds on. Augies had a 2-on-1. Palmquist and Dolliver and Austin tried to go 5-hole. And Bissick squeezed the pass to get a whistle away and a stoppage of play. And Johnny Albert playing the final 12-13 minutes of this hockey game. Right about 3-some between the pipes. Jack Roble, Emil Gerasimov, and Johnny Albers. Out of the corner, Dahlimer in the offensive zone. Dahlimer. And the pass off in the near corner for Carey. It's broken up by Stout. He's cleared up the boards and sent away by Nagel and out to center ice. Stout into the offensive zone down the right wing. Shot. Glove save by Johnny, and he holds on. Johnny Albers goes only about 6'5", and on skates, I think he says 6'7". He and Palmquist have the honors for being the tallest players on this squad. Let me check. I think Johnny was 6'5". Yep, 6'5". Palmquist is 6'6". Play inside the Augie zone. Henderson to clear. Bouncing puck to center ice. Redmond tied up. Henderson over skates. Redmond gets it back into the slot for Henderson. Off the end of a stick. Bennett goes backward. Looking for some help at the blue line. As finally changed, and here come the O'Connors. Stout on the breakout. Butcher into the offensive zone, 3-on-3. Butcher walks the goal line. Back behind the Augie net. Avoids a double team. Comes out front of the backhand. Take it down from the point. It's sailed in by Stuckert at the half wall into the near face-off circle. Stuckert again. Finally taken away into the point. Stuckert fires and a stick save there by Albers. Fire corner for John O'Connor. O'Connor avoids the first forward checker. Goes on the breakout for Henderson. Henderson coming to center ice. 3-on-3 into the zone for Blakowiak. Jared Cat got a shut off, and the puck cleared all the way back down the ice. And that should be an icing call. No, it's not. Okay. 4:36 to go. 5-1 Augies. 5 unanswered goals for your Augies. They are about to go 5-0 on the season. Here, Belisle into his own zone for Charlie Parker. The two Verona kids. Parker from Reckenbacher. In on goal! And he couldn't put it in on net. Comes to the point. It's held in. Nazelski. Lucas fires, and that one is wide. Hine trying to hold his own, cannot. Matt has to go back into his own end. Hine's out to center. He's broken up, loose into that slot, and knocked down by Charlie Parker. Charlie's got a goal, his first of the year. Back in the near corner side of the Augie zone, Nazelski goes left wing for Belisle. Belisle for Reichenbacher. Turned back by Stout, and they'll send it inside the Augie zone. They've cleared the 4-minute mark. This one. Breakout pass, looking for Reichenbacher. Taken away by Stout. Come to the point. And a nice pick there by Martinson. Martinson trying to clear in the slot. There's a blast that hits bodies out in front of Johnny. Puck in the near corner inside the Augie zone. Whistle. And the puck may have been batted down by a high stick. Hey, Augie fans, the Bonnie's Pizza and Hot Hoagies wants you to stop by after the game and ask for your 10% Augie-matic discount when you show your Augsburg ID. Legendary pizza, original hot hoagies, pasta, lasagna, mac and cheese, calzones, and more. What are you waiting for? Glenn's buying at DeMonte's after the game. Left wing pass and out to center ice. Stout sends it in. And there's Nels to play it to an open wing. Tipped into the zone by Gavin Holland. Looking for the hat trick. Here's Martinson out of the corner. Walks in. Looking for Gavin on the weak side. He couldn't get a stick on it. Shot for the point. Pad save Bissick. Gunnarsson, a wrapper on a tap, and that is blocked by Trevick. And picked up by the Blue Devils and a long lead pass down ice for Gosselin. Woodward will get to it first for the Augie. Drop pass for Matt Nails. There's right wing near side, too far from Martinson. There's Gavin Holland into the zone. Down the right wing, takes a hit and written out of the play. Stout in their own zone. There's Alex Bowe. Bowe ties his man up. That's Gunnar Goodmanson. Take Gunnar down. On top of him, Gunner's out man 2-1 there. Finally helping it out is Palmquist. Eric out front, turns, fires wide. Dahlimer after the rebound off the back wall. Dahlimer into that high slot on the wing for Patrick. He fires, and that is gloved out of the air by Evan Bissick. He'll hold on to get also and a stoppage of play. Well, the Augie women's basketball team, they won, but the Augie volleyball team saw their season come to a close. They lost in 5 to UW-Stevens Point. Tough way to go. Looking for that rematch with St. Thomas tomorrow night. Not going to happen. Face off to the left of Bissick. And this time Stout wins that face off. Chambers off in that far corner. Connor avoids the first back checker, goes left wing far side. Tipped into the offensive zone by Sorokin. Vladislav has the only goal for Stevens Point so far. 32-16, 2-1 shots and goal advantage for the Augies. Far corner, Augie's own Patrick O'Connor steps in, trying to restore some order. Now John O'Connor in the near corner. Spins away from a double team, sends it up the slot. Palmquist coming to center ice. Big Eric up the boards and back checking, taken down. By Stout, taken down was Palmquist by Adam Crystal. Here is Dolliver. Austin fires and it's up over the net. And the puck comes free to center ice. Nozelski and tries to send it into the offensive zone. Instead, it climbs the boards into the Stout bench and across the way. Hockey goals tonight for Austin Martinson, Charlie Parker, Michael Redmond, and 2 by Gavin Holland. Face-off outside the Stout blue line. And now they're going to change up the call, and they're going to drop the puck right at center ice. Redmond on the face-off against Adam Crystal. And this time Stout wins that draw and back into the zone by Cernahouse. Alvarez back behind the zone. That pokes it in up into the near corner. There's Henderson for the Augies. Back to Nozelski. Lucas behind the net for Matt Hines. Hines, breakout pass to center for Redmond. Michael coming with Henderson into the zone on his backhand. In on goal. Forced back behind the net. Michael Redmond. Stop. Nice stop of the puck and up along the far side board for Henderson. Back to Redmond off in that far corner against double team. Against the wall. And it comes to the point for Nozelski. Lucas with a shot saved by Bisick. Rebound! And a scramble in front of the net. Bisick is down. Net is down. Bodies are down. As we have exactly 1 minute to go in this hockey game. About 4 or 5 bodies in that crease. Plus the goal net. Face off to the left of Bisick. He's faced 34 shots, 5 have gone in. Henderson, Redmond, and Makomiak out there. Nozelski and Hines back to the blue line. And the draw this time won by Stout. Back behind the net far side for Lashenko. Up along the left wing and out to center ice. Hines to get the troops outside. Henderson into the zone for Redmond. Fans on one. Carried on though by Blakoviak. Jared Dex a check. And then lost possession. Comes right out front and goes right wing far side. On the breakout is Lucas Carroll. Sends it in to the Augsburg zone. Half a minute to go in this one. Has coming to center ice. Coming back for the puck. Sent back in by Noah Carson. Half a minute to go. Puck in the near corner inside the Augie zone. Nozelski checking traffic. Goes left wing far side for Hines. Up along the dasher boards and out to center ice. Blakoviak. Touch pass, looking for a return. Coming down that wing, centering pass right through the crease. And back to neutral ice. Nagel back into the Augies zone. Drop pass, broken out by the Augies. And we're going to have a whistle with 9/10 of a second to go. They're going to call a penalty with 9/10 of a second. Well, the referee didn't see the clock. He has to call the game. And the penalty will be against Stout. The third penalty of the hockey game. Going off as Peter Verstegen. And they'll drop the puck, and this one will go in the book. There's an Augie 5th win on the year. And nice to rest today. Get ready for Eau Claire. Saturday night. Hope to have a big crowd on hand here. We're about, though, half full tonight. Interest kind of spread around. We've got basketball fans. We've got volleyball fans. There's the horn. And your Augsburg Augies winning their 5th of the year. Johnny Alvarez gets a big hug from Jack Roble and company. Nice to see Johnny get some playing time as the Augies give up that first goal of the hockey game to Ladislav Sorokin, he's fourth of the year. From Connor Chambers and Logan Helson. At the end of the first period, tied up. Austin Martinson is fifth of the year from Grant Reichenbacher and Lucas Naselski. And it was 1-1. Second period goes at 3:10. Charlie Parker, his first of the year from John O'Connor. And Grant Reichenbacher, his second point of the night. Also in the second period at 11:48, Michael Redmond is third of the year from Jared McClobiak and Eric Palmquist. And it was 3-1. We make it 4-1 at 12:46 mark. Gavin Holland getting the goal, his second of the year from Matt Nels and Nick Woodward. And it was 5-1 or 4-1. Then in the third period, at the 2:35 mark, Gavin Holland got his third of the year, second of the game. And Austin Martinson got the assist on that one. 34-16 were your shots on goal. So the Augies take 2 of 3 tonight. Basketball, the women's basketball team with a big win over Northwestern. The men's hockey team with a big win. Volleyball team lost in 5 to UW-Stevens Point. Our next broadcast coming up tomorrow night right here at the Augsburg and Hamlin. 6:50 our broadcast time. Saturday, we've got Augsburg and Hamlin women at 2 and Augsburg men and Blue Golds at 7 o'clock. This broadcast here tonight, a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with TJ Broadcast Services, TJSportsOnline.net. Our corporate sponsors, Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, Tamales Pizza, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Jimmy John's, 360 Wow Inc., Memory Lanes, Corner Bar, and Courtyard Marriott, Minneapolis. From the Ed Saugestad Rink here on the campus of Augsburg University, I'm Tom Wirtchen. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again.